I found Jesus at a young age, thanks to my parents who provided a strong foundation of Christ to me. I grew up in Texas, attending a Southern Baptist church, and as I got older, we attended less frequently. It wasn't until I got to Kansas that we pretty much stopped going at all. This affected me more than I knew, and this created a God-sized hole in me, which left me anxious, lost, broken, and alone. A couple years after starting college, I met my girlfriend, Mary Beth. Her and her family welcomed me right into their home, knowing I didn't have a clue of what it meant to be Catholic. At the time, I barely even knew Catholics were Christian. I was so curious to learn more about Catholics because the love her and her family showed me and each other was something I had never experienced before. After countless nights of hammering her with questions, and God bless her heart, the patience she showed me, she offered to bring me to Mass with her. Although I was hesitant at first, I knew it was God calling me to go. Getting to witness and be a part of Mass was extraordinary. The first thing I noticed was the beauty of the church. The next thing I realized was the reverence that Catholics showed to the Lord. The kneeling before entering the pew, the kneeling while praying, and just everyone involved in the singing and the prayers and the creed. And most importantly, everyone there believed that the Eucharist is truly the body and blood of Jesus Christ. Finally, I was hooked on the peace and the love that I felt there. Not only was I welcomed by all, but after all these years of searching, I could finally hear God. After going to Mass with her weekly that summer, I started to want more. I wanted to receive Jesus within the Eucharist. Mary Beth told me about this thing called RCIA, now OCIA. I was hesitant at first, but I knew it was God calling me to take the next step. Joining OCIA was the best decision that I made in my life. Dave, Shar, Deacon Nicholas, Father Zars, all the sponsors and candidates, and all the parish members were there to help me every step of the way. They offered me love, and they answered my questions with patience just like Mary Beth had done for me. Tuesday nights were something I began to look forward to all week. Shar and Deacon would sit down with us every couple of months just to ask us if we had any questions, concerns, and if we wanted to continue coming. And if we didn't, that was okay. Of course, we all wanted to continue coming just because of how amazing the journey was. I will forever be thankful to God for speaking to me and calling me to join OCIA. I've made amazing friends and a new home at Sacred Heart. Ever since becoming Catholic, my whole world has changed for the better. Getting to receive the sacraments with my Catholic brothers and sisters is indescribable. I would go back and do the process over 1,000 times if I could. If I could give any advice to someone out there debating whether or not to join OCIA, it would be to just do it. Answer God's call for you and take that step, and I promise you'll find a new home just like I did.